I'll try not to wiggle.
Go ahead, wiggle.
What?
Wiggle.
Now it sounds weird.
Let yourself go. Hi there.
Hi.
I'm Tish.
I'm Lily.
And together we are
Haunted Housewives.
So, as you may have noticed, our theme song is new for this season, which is fitting.
Yeah.
Since this is our wrap up for the 2025 haunt season.
I know.
We're so sad.
Sad.
And we want to give one more shout out to Wenkin Sue, who is a phenomenal musician, writer. We love you, Wenkin. We asked for spooky surf rock for our theme, and he delivered.
Yes.
And the problem is now we play it, we're like, we're doing the mom dance over here.
Mom bop.
Anyway, we are here to offer our wrap up of the 2025 haunt season.
Yes.
And every year there's a theme.
Yes. Every year we do some sort of even sometimes we look back at it. This year we knew from the beginning. This has been the year of pivots. We have had to change our plans every single weekend.
Every week.
There has not been a week where it went as planned. Something changed for some reason or another. Whether it was the haunts, whether it was us, one of us,
the weather,
something else,
illness. Yeah. Who knows?
There was something every weekend. And despite that, we still made it to 24 haunts. I know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Typically, we make it to anywhere between, 20 and 30 haunts. Sometimes north of that. Up to
I would say 35.
But this year, even with a bunch of, we had a full week off. We had a week where we were doing some different things other than haunt reviewing. And we still managed to make it to 24.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
So, yes.
I'm surprised. It flew by so quickly and so much was happening. We're like, where'd it go?
Right. Right. This whole season has felt like it has not even started. So we have been from the beginning. Pivot.
Yep. Literally from weekend one.
We have to change direction and figure out something else to do.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, there were a bunch of great attractions, great events that we could visit that allowed us to be a little bit more flexible and see some amazing stuff.
Yeah, we are in a good area.
We are.
There are a lot of places we can go to and early on, because that's usually the problem too. Technically, we have 8 weeks, but there are only a few haunts open those first couple weekends in September.
Yes.
And luckily we live in an area where we can kind of move things around if needed.
Right. We are based in Western Pennsylvania. We're both in the Pittsburgh region. Mm-hmm. And I think Pennsylvania has something like the third or fourth highest number of haunts in the nation. We are right next door to Ohio, which is either first or second. Right up there with California, which is a much larger state and has more landmass. But Ohio, Ohio's creepy. And we appreciate that about you. We love the creepiness of Ohio.
Absolutely.
But we wanted to take some time at the end of the season, do a wrap up, talk about
some of the places we went to.
Yeah. Trends we've noticed, things we appreciated. So.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's it then.
That's all, folks. So I don't know. I had some highlights of the season.
Okay.
Honestly, Halloween. We went to the Hallowfest at the Regal Vineyards in Ohio.
Right.
And that ended up being a really good idea.
We have not done a separate video about Hallowfest at Regal Vineyards, but at least this year we haven't. But what a great choice for celebrating Halloween.
It worked out so well. They had a pass where you could they have 4 different haunts, and you can get a pass to go through them as many times as you want. But I mean, honestly, they're only open for like 4 or 5 hours, and I
Yeah.
think we got there a little bit later, so we had like 3 hours. So, but it's a vineyard.
It's
a vineyard.
So we took full advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Took full advantage of two things here. We took full advantage of the all-night fright pass, which let us go through the haunts multiple times. And as Lily mentioned, it's a vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a wine barn where they're selling local wines and beers and fun little seasonal cocktails.
Oh, yeah. It was so fun. They were playing good music.
The apple sangria. Oh my goodness. that was just delicious. But it's such a fun little place to just kick back and celebrate the season.
Yeah, it's very fall, very Gilmore Girls. Like, it looks so pretty. But also, they have a touch pass. That's not very Gilmore Girls of us.
No, it's not.
But I feel like they do such a good job with that. Like,
they do a great job, both with, if you're going there for the fall vibes, it's so pretty. There's hay bales with flowers and pumpkins. And there's
lights.
Twinkling lights everywhere. And if you're going there for the touch pass, they are for real with their touch pass, and they will make sure that everyone in your group gets, special TLC from the monsters.
They grab you, and it's funny. It's a very in between. It's not like an extreme haunt where they have you do anything weird, and it's not like a light touch where they just pet your hair. They'll like grab you from the cornfield, and she screeched. That was the first time I heard her screech. And I was like, what's happening? And I turned around and like something came from the cornfield and grabbed her.
Look, I'm usually prepared for this stuff. I am a seasoned haunt goer and haunt reviewer. I know when there's something lurking in the shadows. This time I didn't. And this creature came up behind me and grabbed me around the shoulders.
I never heard you make that sound.
I let out a sound that I'm sure it was heard, As far as Indiana and Michigan, it was a bad sound. But it's beautiful and it's scary.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and one of these years we will actually get to Hallowfest before the very end of the season. But it's also, shout out to them. It's a great place to celebrate
great job.
The end of the season. It just, gorgeous, well done. Well acted, good value for money. Yeah. Honestly.
Absolutely.
You pay $52 for All Night Fright. You can go through as many times as you want. Yeah. They do a wonderful job with crowd control. You're never with another group.
Yeah. The touch pass was a little bit.
Yeah. It was $8
more.
Yeah. And absolutely worth it because it adds another dimension of scare. And it's not, I think we mentioned it in the written review. It's not just one kind of touch. It's not just, we're going to push you or grab you. Yeah. In one of the rooms, there was a guy with this giant, spider puppet thing. Yeah. And he came up behind us and was, making these movements on our back that it was not aggressive or violent in any way, but it was really unsettling. It felt like a big giant spider. So really well thought out. So yay. Yeah. Hallowfest at Regal Vineyards. I cannot remember the city in Ohio. It's in eastern Ohio, near Ashtabula, Geneva.
Look them up.
Look at the written review or look them up. But
go next year. They're
terrific.
Fun. Yes. And so some of the things that we're going to talk about, just things that we noticed. For sure, Erie Acres and The Hidden both have changed their ticketing system. And so you no longer wait in line, you wait for your number to be called. And they both have
Mhm.
The Hidden has like they're a little bit different in the things that the
It's a little bit different.
ways in which you wait. Like
You're sort of brought into a pen
yeah,
with other groups of
you're
people, and
literally in
there's
like a cage link.
yeah,
Yeah,
and there's a DJ
chain link
booth,
cage,
and
large one.
there's photo ops,
Yeah,
and there's a bunch of
yeah. They have the
insane
DJ.
chainsaw
There's lots of
maniacs in
photo.
there with you.
So many, and there's sliders and there's chainsaws and there's a lot of them and they interact a lot. They're very
Yeah,
interactive. They are going to chat with you and they run around and they
terrorize
scare
you.
you. Yeah, over and over.
But it makes things, it makes the line more efficient. It
Mhm,
makes the line part of the experience.
mhm,
And it's really, it's fun. Like when you get into the trail itself, it's an active, aggressive, another touch pass trail. Well, not touch pass. It's all touch.
it's just
You're
yeah,
just stuck.
yeah.
Um,
They did upgrade a bit too on that. Yeah. I
and
forgot about that. They have a kind of new thing where they'll like grab you from behind and
mhm,
like grab your shirt and
mhm,
pull you back and you're
mhm.
like, "Whoa."
And they do a really good job. This year, especially, I noticed they do a really good job with setting the scene.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
remember walking up on that one
Oh
shack with
yeah.
the jack-o'-lantern burning in the middle
Oh,
of the shack, and it's
right?
just in
Like
this
who thought to do
shaft
that?
of light, and it's beautiful and eerie, and
We were like, we do not want to go in
you
there.
know something is about to go very, very wrong, and it does. In fact, it does. But they did a very good job
Mhm.
upgrading that, upgrading their scenes. It felt like their their set design and their scenes were sharper this year. The way they used their actors,
Mhm.
just really good. Um, Erie Acres Farm also changed their ticketing.
Yes. Yeah.
And Erie Acres is one of those places, like, you could legitimately go there and hang out all night.
Yeah. Yeah, we hung out for hours. We went during Hell Week. It was like October 18th, 19th, whatever. It was like
The,
the weekend before Halloween.
the
And we
absolute
just
worst
like
week to go.
we
Like,
yeah,
it
and
was
we're like, you know what? We're gonna hang
horrible.
out. We didn't know that they changed the ticketing system, but it was so they
It
have a
was
huge
seamless.
bonfire.
Seamless.
They have many food trucks. They
There
have
there was a
one yeah.
winery, there was, a brewery in
Hmm.
the grain silo, and you can just
They also played good music with the
yeah.
DJ.
And when we say good music, it's like 80s, 90s.
Yes.
If it's, 90s hip hop, we're like, we legitimately are doing that.
Yes,
It's
we
kind of
are. If you ever
horrifying.
see us, we will be doing that.
Teenagers avoid us.
Yeah.
Um,
They
but
roll their eyes at us.
but Erie Acres just did a great job with
Yeah. The time
streamlining
went so fast.
the ticketing
Just
system, and you want to be there and hang out and enjoy the place.
mhm.
And I mean, it's a great haunted attraction.
It is.
It's a
Yeah, totally
nice,
worth it.
multifaceted,
Mhm.
detailed haunted attraction with great sets, great actors, great ideas. But you can also just go hang out.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you're taking kids somewhere and you just want to hang out in the yard while the
Mhm,
kids are, go do the haunt, that's
mhm,
a good place to do it.
mhm. Yeah. So,
You'll have
you
fun.
know, kudos to
Bebopping to the
them
music.
for
We'll dance with you.
making this change. We will dance with you. We made friends.
We did.
We made
Hi.
friends.
Remember us?
We hope your teenagers weren't too embarrassed by you and by us. We have taken embarrassed teenagers many places. So, great haunted attractions with a really smart ticketing system. I mean, we would be remiss. Let me use one of my SAT vocab words from back in the day. We would be remiss not to mention Demon House Haunted Attraction, which has done that sort of from the beginning.
Mhm.
Like
They were one of the first
you
to have that we went to.
you get a number, you hang out in the yard, you go
Mhm.
watch a movie, you sit by the bonfire,
Mhm.
you browse the shops. But it's great to see other places trying some of these different things.
Yes.
Where
Yeah. And they're trying to help. I mean, people complain about the lines a lot, and there's only so much you can do. You're
Right.
going to have a lot of people come certain times of the season.
And if you're not freaks like us who wake up on the 1st of September and go,
Like,
"Ooh, it's haunt season." If you wake up in the middle of October and go,
right.
"Oh, damn, I need to go to a haunted attraction." Places that have these sort of staggered ticketing systems
Mhm.
make it a lot easier,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
a lot more fun. And
Mhm.
they give you experiences that you can enjoy
Mhm. Yeah.
while you're waiting.
Yeah. Yeah. Fright Farm has that too.
Fright Farm does.
Mhm.
Fright Farm has, and they have a ton of things to do. They had
Mhm.
3 escape rooms this year.
Oh yeah.
Um,
They have games. They have like a midway with games. We didn't play them, but that's something we want to do. So
Next year.
yeah, stay tuned for next year. We might start doing like all the things.
Yeah. But one of the things that Fright Farm did that I thought was super, super clever this year was they did a themed escape room that matched the theme of the haunt. They had a new section, Entombed, which was sort of Egyptian mythology, mummies, creepy gods and monsters stalking around. And they also had an Entombed theme escape room. So they do a really, really nice job of making sure that everything fits together.
Yeah. Yep. And they have that, and they have lots of food, and they have
my gosh.
a large gift shop, a bunch of picnic tables, also either a DJ or a band.
Yeah, they had a live band the night that we were there, and that was super fun.
Yeah. Yeah, but they've also this was supposed to be a smooth transition, and it's not. But because I was transitioning into places who've made a lot of changes this year, and I remembered that Fry Farm also does the you get a number. So
Fright Farm also made a bunch of changes.
They also made a bunch
year.
of changes.
They see it was a smooth transition.
It was not smooth, but it was a transition. We transitioned.
They, for a very large haunted attraction, they do a really nice job of changing up themes.
They do. Where I'm always so surprised. Like, how do you change these huge things?
Yeah,
how do you do all this?
You walk up to the front of Frightmare Manor, and it's no longer a hotel. Last year was a hotel. This year it was a pyramid. It was a pyramid.
Really?
Yeah,
they still had the hotel.
They did have the hotel, but the entrance.
I was like, what? Don't confuse me.
Why do I go anywhere with you? No, the entrance to it was a nod to Entombed. They had mummies. They had Anubis stalking around the midway. They had a jackal-headed god with like a taser and stilts.
Yeah.
But they are willing to take big swings. And that's always really fun to see. And they did this year, like a whole pyramid. You walk into the building, and there's these giant limestone blocks and mummies and scarab beetles and snakes.
Yeah.
Yay, snakes! We love that. But that's a place that makes a bunch of big changes. Like they changed out their barns.
Yeah.
They did a whole sort of, we don't want to risk any kind of copyright issues for them, but it was reminiscent of a certain video game dealing with large fluffy animatronics that kind of go awry. It wasn't that, but it was a nod to that. One of their barns was the giant animatronics.
I mean, their barns are always special.
Yeah.
We know. As soon as the wagon goes in there, we're like, oh no,
we're trapped.
Yeah.
But they did a great job.
They did
changing a bunch of stuff.
They had a lot of changes. Yep. Another place that had a lot of changes with staff and the haunt is Portals of Fear in West Mifflin.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a wholesale, like, yeah, they did a lot. I mean, I also don't know how they did all that before the season opened.
Right. And it was a pretty smart narrative.
Yeah.
Like they had come up with a frame story that that allowed them to do a lot of different things. And that's, sometimes a challenge, like coming up with the structure that lets you do a bunch of stuff.
Right. Yeah. How do we fit all this in there? Oh, I know. Yeah. Very, very cool. Very cool new scenes. Some of the scenes were the same, but still changed. Yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly.
And they did something super clever. They did a whole section that was based on haunted dolls, like a whole floor that sort of delved into the backstory of how these dolls were created and how these things were responding to their situation. And, beautiful lighting and great sound. Just very, very clever.
Yeah. A lot of changes there. Nightmare at Stagecoach Hollow.
Oh, yay, guys.
First of all, you go backwards.
They completely changed the path. You enter at the exit this year. And they did a whole choose your own adventure thing.
Yeah.
Which was...
Yeah, we were like, where do we go?
Super fun.
Like, I don't know, where do you go?
No, you went... What do you mean? You were just like, heaven or hell, I'm going off to heaven. I'm abandoning you.
Take her with you.
Right.
The other way. It's okay. We all end up in the same place.
We did all end up in the same place. And they're like, it was, I loved the choose your own adventure idea. I loved that vibe.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they mix things up. And that's a place that they do a lot of found object set design.
Yes.
Not a lot of purchased props, more kind of found and repurposed. Yeah. Which makes it feel super, super realistic. Yeah. I mean, that has to be the only place where we've ever been attacked by a remote control car, like a little toy.
Yep.
Chasing after us.
We were like, yeah.
What?
Haven't seen that.
Yeah. That's new.
Yeah.
But they're unhinged. And they really enjoy scaring, and you can see it in everything.
They are enthusiastic.
That's a nice word. That's a kind one. I like that. They're enthusiastic.
They're enthusiastic psychopaths.
Yes. That's right. Psychopaths. Yes. But yeah, they changed a bunch of stuff this year.
Yeah. And Craigles
Pass.
Yep.
Which is a really young haunt, but
it is very young. But they also have the story, and they've added some things this year too.
Yeah, they did, and they have a really interesting setting. And I hesitate to say things like
it's fall down the cliff.
I'm never going to say most unique. If I do, please hit me with something. But it's a unique setting because it's on a hillside, and you're sort of winding back and forth on this very steep hillside,
up and down.
And they've created new environments there, and they're pretty aggressive and scary, as well as kind of fun and interactive in the middle. There's a moment where you're playing games with a clown and
a skull.
And it's funny and enjoyable, but then the ending is terrifying. And we were both like running and screaming. But yeah, they're changing things up constantly. I want to give a shout out to Haunted Hills Estate for doing some really cool stuff this year. They changed their exit in a way that was nuts and aggressive. Like, we love the house at Haunted Hills Estate. It's this old barn that they have sort of tricked out to look like a decaying mansion.
Yeah.
And it's very convincing. And at the end, you wind outside into the grounds of the mansion.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a whole new outside area. And there was a culvert we had to crawl through.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And you think, surely they wouldn't do anything really nasty to people crawling through a culvert, would they? Yeah, they would.
You know who was crazy? The clowns. The clowns there were crazy.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I think I was blocking that.
Yeah,
they were nuts.
yeah.
They had...
That was very acrobatic and crazy.
Yeah, there was one who was just...
Yeah.
He was above us.
He was running for my life.
By the way, this is going to be... this is going to be...
Oh, this is going to be the thumbnail. You raised your arms. That would be the chosen thumbnail. Wait, let's do it together. And then we'll both be like...
3.
Okay.
That will be the thumbnail for this video.
Yeah.
For some reason, YouTube loves that.
Yes.
There was a clown who was above us for 40%. 40% of Twisted Nightmares 3D.
Yeah.
They're for people who like clowns, this is a place to go for clowns. Their clowns are scary and funny and clearly differentiated.
We like clowns. They tend to be unhinged.
They'll joke. They'll torture you.
Yeah, right? They're a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Yep. West Alexander Scare Fair. They built a whole barn.
Okay, yes. Yeah. I mean, it would be easy to talk about West Alexander Scare Fair's clowns because they're known for their clowns. They have a clown barn.
They have a whole clown barn.
Everybody's terrified of the clown barn.
Mm-hmm.
They built a barn this year.
Like the size of 4 barns.
It was
giant.
Huge. And there was so much going on in there. And there was a structure inside. It was like a building inside the building that we had to kind of crawl through. They change stuff up every year. There's a couple of things that you can kind of count on. You can count on Dr. Joe Bob to be completely banana pants. And he's going to guide you through his labs, and it's going to be nuts. And
what he's working on.
And there will be a clown barn at the end. Mm-hmm. After that, all bets are off because they're just going to try a bunch of stuff.
Yes.
And see what scares you. Mm-hmm. And we were just so impressed with the giant barn this year. There were so many scenes. There was a playground and a graveyard, and there were zombies, and so much stuff.
So much stuff. Another place that added some stuff to the hayride is Allen's. I know.
Yeah.
I know. We were surprised. They always have a really good hayride. But we were like, what?
They changed the opening to the hayride completely. Totally new introduction. And new props, new animatronics. Always tons of very acrobatic actors.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Always. Oh, yes. Plenty of people just swarming the wagons. And it's constant. And every time they do Tavern of Terror, they do something different. Like their little walkthrough
changes
every time.
So interactive and so fun.
And
each year.
Genuinely scary. They're very good at staging the jump scares in that little building. Mm-hmm. And it's really fun to see. And it's this year they had a competition between the hayride and the tavern to see who liked which best. I don't know what the outcome was, but we would have had a hard time choosing
Yeah,
between them.
right. Because they're completely different,
Mhm.
but they're both really good.
Yeah.
And if they would have a trail as well, we would still, because we love that too. We
Lily,
love
are
all
you
the things.
suggesting another thing?
Hmm. Ideas. I don't know. Is there anyone else
Oh my
that
goodness.
I
Um,
know? There,
I do want to
just so
say it
many.
felt like, all right. I do want to say Crawford School of Terror has been
Always
working
good.
on that
Mm-hmm.
basement for the
Mm-hmm.
last couple of years. They have changed it completely over the last few years.
They have.
And
So
it
good.
felt like
So creepy. It's like it's
this
scary. It's
year,
scary.
yeah,
Like the upstairs is creepy scary. The basement is scary, scary.
aggressive
Yeah.
scary
Mm-hmm.
because they'll chase you through this maze of animal pens. And it
Mm-hmm.
feels like every year they are refining that
Mm-hmm.
and sharpening the scares more and more.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like every year you go through that backwoods basement, the vision is refined a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoyed that this year. Trying to think of like some of the other places that we've been that were super fun.
I
Dudas
mean,
is
they're all
all
super fun.
Dudas
Yeah.
is always bananas. They're
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
the corn maze is super confusing. I swear they actually literally changed
Yeah.
the exit.
Yeah.
I
I
swear
think
they did.
so. I think so.
And they have a bunch of aggressive actors chasing you, like herding you through this maze.
Mm-hmm.
So you have moments where you're kind of winding through this beautiful rustic corn maze and you look at the moon floating overhead and it's lovely. And then, something comes roaring out with a chainsaw. That's
Yeah.
always exciting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anything else that
I mean, I just the things I was going to mention were like things that we did differently, like, and we'll probably continue to do some different things like this.
that's yeah,
Um,
we had some
yeah, because
opportunities this year.
yeah, we have, we love going to haunted houses, and we love kind of all things like, spoopy and horror related, and so like we read a lot and we watch a lot of movies, and all of that interests us as well. It's just during the haunt season, we try to get all the haunts in,
All the
because
haunts.
if we can be immersed in it, we will be. But we got a chance to go to Erie Horror Fest.
Right, which is a wonderful regional horror festival showcasing movies, especially,
Yes.
but also, people who are involved more
Mm-hmm.
broadly in the horror industry. And there are a range of vendors. And it's just, for anyone within driving distance of Erie, Pennsylvania, it's worth checking out. They did this horror festival at the Warner Theater downtown, which is this gorgeous old movie palace. Yeah, beautiful venue for watching scary movies. They had food trucks and tons of local vendors there.
Mm-hmm.
They showcased a bunch of talent from the region and around the country who are making horror films. And I had the opportunity to interview Adrienne Barbeau, who you probably know was the star of The Fog and a bunch of other genre classics. And it was it's a really fun, exciting opportunity to showcase our region, as well as to
Mm-hmm.
get people interested and invested in horror. So we did that one weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll probably continue to do things like
Mhm.
horror movie festivals when we have the opportunity.
Yeah.
We visited places in Ohio and in Michigan
Mhm.
to see what our region more broadly is doing
Okay.
and kind of gauge what trends are in the
Mhm.
industry. Um, so those were both
Yeah.
really fun opportunities.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to think if there are any other.
Face Your Fears was I thought they really upgraded their story. I'm just staring at the ceiling like my
Is it up
story's
there?
up there. And that's what I was doing with the chainsaws when they threw me on top of you and I was like, what is happening?
She
Uh,
absolutely blacked out. She did
yeah,
not
that
know.
was
She did not know that our friend
crazy.
Skin Crawl was in the room with us.
I did not see him at all. I still don't
Buddy,
know
Skin Crawl,
where
support me on this. You were
I
right
didn't see
there.
you. But yeah, it was definitely more aggressive this year than the last time. I mean, it was a couple years ago when we went,
Beautifully
but
structured.
and it was yeah,
I
like
think
the
you were the
everything
one
was
who
really
pointed
really good.
out it was like a horror novel. Because we talk
Yes, it
about
was.
places that feel like a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
This felt like a novel
No,
where it
yeah.
sort of started off with this feeling of kind of creeping dread, and it just
Mm-hmm.
got more and more intense as we went through, and then ended in total chaos.
Right.
With us, screaming and panting and running out of the building.
Literally. Yeah.
Really well done. We also, when we were in Dayton, we visited Hell's Dungeon, which
Yeah.
is hilarious and
Yeah.
highly interactive.
So very much. Yeah.
So much fun. It's scary. There are jump scares, but it's also about
Just interacting.
humor
Yeah.
and these theatrical scenes where you're talking with these different characters.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really fun, different experience, and the point was to get to know the characters.
Yes.
All of the
Right.
rejects, all of the misfits that the demons have gathered in Hell's Dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Which is another sort of smart multi-theme idea.
Yeah.
But it's just really fun and playful and dark and creepy at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
In some ways, it reminded me of.
She needs to quit stealing intestines.
I asked, why would I want anybody's intestines? What am I going to do with someone's intestines? What am I going to do with intestines?
Your personal.
I didn't freaking steal the intestines.
How did they get into
them?
Yeah.
I
Someone
was
just
giving.
gave you intestines.
Someone did. And I, being the kind and trusting soul,
just carried them along with
that
you.
I am carried the intestines. Because what am I going to do? Just drop somebody's intestines on the floor? Anyway, that's Hell's Dungeon. But it reminded me, in some ways, of one of our favorite local haunts, Castle Blood, which is super, super interactive.
Mm-hmm.
The point there is always, always, always to interact with the characters, to get something from them, give something to them, force them to yield their knowledge to you so that you can do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
And that's a place that is stable every year because it's the home for the monsters, and the home is going to feel home-like. But the storyline changes every year.
It does.
The storyline
every season, they're going to have Cryptmas.
Cryptmas is coming up.
Be a different
the Christmas
story.
Witches, and it was just like this year was difficult.
It was.
We struggled with some of those challenges. We did.
Little tricksters.
We love
Talking to you, Anatoly.
See, it's not just me. Anatoly. But that they change every year.
Mhm.
It's always something new and weird and different with
Yeah.
them. Trying to think, like, what other places we've been that were just new and weird and had something else that shocked or surprised us. And this is the problem when you go, 20 more places.
We could talk about them all, and we'll be here for the next 5 hours.
And we're okay with that because we love talking about haunted houses.
Oh, okay, but I don't love being recorded. I gotta look at myself while we talk about this.
Oh my gosh. Wells Township.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow. If we're going to
Yeah.
talk about places that changed things up and did
Yes.
something different, Wells Township. So the entire house is basically the lament configuration. If you're familiar with Hellraiser, the house itself is a puzzle box. And they have such sights to show you. They changed so much stuff this year.
Mm-hmm.
They had all of these new elaborate sets.
They did, and they got rid of a lot of the stuff they've had for a while.
Yeah, and they are unafraid,
right, to just
to
take it out,
things
do something different.
I mean, we both talked about the fact one of our favorite rooms was a teenage girl's bedroom. This girl was haunted. And she was a beautiful performance from this actress, by the way. She was going from person to person, saying, you've got to help me, you've got to help me. And she's turning on all the lights in her room to scare the darkness away. And there's piles of clothing, and there's a closet, and there's a wardrobe. In short, there's a lot of places that something can hide.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And as she's becoming more nervous, the entire group is becoming more nervous, waiting to see where something is going to jump out. And it was brilliantly staged. Used lighting so well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Used lighting so well. I mean, great set design, great performance, great lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Jump scare came from a place that I did not anticipate. 10 out of 10. But they are very good at just changing stuff up every year. Trying new things.
Yeah. Like scrap it. Do something new.
And that's
really good.
And this is one of the disadvantages of trying to do a recap, because we visited them relatively early on.
We did.
And
yeah.
Like, oh, wait a minute. That was so smart.
Mm-hmm.
But we've noticed that a lot of places this year, we've noticed a return of the swamp lighting.
Mm-hmm. They're doing
but in different
stuff,
ways.
Yeah, a little bit different with the swamp.
Yeah.
We had quite a few ramps this year, but I think it was mostly newer places, and like Michigan as well had ramps. Just like you're going up and down, and Michigan in particular, I want to say it was Azra, had the ramp that you go down into the swamp. That was so cool.
And then a ramp that you went up into a compression tunnel.
Yes. Because so many people have the compression tunnels, but that was something different, that you had to walk up. Like you're walking up a ramp and compressed.
And Freddy's.
Oh, yeah.
Freddy's Haunts, which is local to Aliquippa, did a bunch of, for those of you who aren't in the Pittsburgh area, Aliquippa is like 20 minutes maybe north of the city. And they added a whole new, just gorgeous garage slash scrapyard scene.
Oh my gosh. That was crazy.
And
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
interact with the
Yes.
setting in a particular way. And it
Yeah.
was so clever. And there's nods to cosmic horror throughout the haunt.
Mhm.
If you're a fan of like Robert Chambers or H.P. Lovecraft, you'll see stuff there that resonates with you. But this scrapyard was just, it was so beautiful.
Mhm.
Like so
It was.
convincing.
Yeah.
Um
We were wild in the middle of the haunt.
and if we're talking about beautiful sets, Scary Harry's. Scary Harry's Haunted Trail in Homer City. Middle of nowhere. You're going to drive over dirt roads and over gravel
For a long
and,
time.
past a taxidermist. I'm not even joking. But beautiful. This is another kind of found object haunted attraction. And they have a junkyard. They have a whole little backwoods village. There's a general store with all these dusty clothes and furs hanging up. I don't know if you ever had any older female relatives that had
Oh yeah.
the fur stole
Yeah.
with the
Oh, I've had
with
that
the
handed down to me. I don't know what I did with it.
Wah! Those are hanging up. The fur
Mhm.
stoles where the little critter bites its own tail.
Yep.
There's a bunch of those. And a gorgeous, gorgeous cemetery with its own weather system and a bunch of giant animatronics. And a really, really messed up haunted house to close things out. But they're always that's one of those places that it feels like they're always building something a little bit. Like they have a whole kind of haunted farm there.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like skeletal horses and demon pigs and
Chickens.
peeing chickens, which is just really weird and different. No matter what you are looking for in a haunted attraction, there is something out there that will have what you're looking for.
Yes.
And that's what we
Mhm.
found over 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years of doing
Yeah.
this stuff. So this year we saw a lot of swamps, a
Mhm.
lot of ramps,
Mhm.
a lot of squishy surfaces.
Oh yeah.
People
Yeah.
are doing different
Yeah.
things with the flooring.
Floors. Yeah.
The
Yeah. It
flooring is
either
interesting.
moves or it's squishy or yeah.
Those are, I think those are
Yeah.
the biggest trends that I
Yeah.
can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything crazy new this year.
No. Clowns and chainsaws remain a classic.
Yep.
We will always scream and run if you throw those in our direction. But it was, despite all the pivoting,
Yeah.
a really good year. Like,
Yeah.
really good haunts.
Yeah. It's just so funny. Like, it doesn't feel like we went to that many haunts.
I know. It doesn't feel like it's over. It doesn't feel like it should be over.
No. It's crazy. But we'll have Christmas coming up and then there'll be a little lull till Valentine's. Yeah.
And then St. Patrick's and
Halfway to Halloween.
yeah.
Halloween.
This is how we structure our year, folks.
I know, right?
This is how we count down.
This is where you'll
across
find
the year.
us. Yes.
But we want to thank all of you
Yeah.
for giving us a really
everyone who
fun and memorable
put
year.
their time and energy and blood, sweat, and tears into this.
Especially the blood part. We have enjoyed Haunt Season 2025.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking forward to Haunt Season 2026.
Already making plans.
Always. Always.
True.
Thank you for following along. Thank you for watching. And we will see you with our Cryptmas stuff.
Yep. We'll see you next time.
Very, very soon. All right?
Yes. Bye.
Bye.